Good evening, everyone. It is Friday night, so welcome back again once more to our virtual band parade. Quieter evening this evening because it's just Roy and I, just the two of us this evening. So I am finally moved into my new office. It's not complete as yet, but I'm in, which is the start of it. So there'll be no fighting with Mason over using the room for his Xbox while I'm trying to do a virtual band parade, which is really good. But at the same time, the dogs aren't in, so I'll have to go and get them and later on. I'll miss them. Now, tonight, our tunes are all chosen by James Johnson of Marching Band Videos YouTube channel. So James has a really good layout ahead. And of course, it's also James's birthday tonight. So happy birthday to James. Let's just take a quick look through the messages before we get any music going. Brian Goody's watching, Victoria Sheridan, Keith McEnany, Alan McGraw, Billy and Margaret in Port Glasgow, Karina and Ray, Aaron Chambers. You haven't asked for Gertrude, Aaron. Are you feeling okay? Are you feeling all right there? Harmonic Arthur in Glasgow, and he says happy birthday to China. Now, I have seen that it's China's birthday, but I don't know whether that's true or whether it's like his age, kind of fictional. I don't know. June Kramer is watching, as is Gavin Haslett, Jim Stout, Trevor Murphy, Elaine Tucker from Lisburn, Denise Gordon and Amy in Coke, John Hewitt in Liverpool, Mary McKee, Roberta and Eddie Baird, Margaret Glover, Eddie Fellows, David Sheridan, Muriel and Sammy are watching. Hiya, Mummy and Daddy. Do you want to wave to your adopted parents, Roy? Sylvia Slean is watching in Cookstown. Noel Lindsay's watching. Eddie Torney wants to know what time we're at tonight. Davy Logan. Have you guys not got enough airtime? Like, is that not enough for you? Davy Logan's watching. Keith Weir is watching and wishing you a happy birthday, James. Martin McNeil says keep her lit. Ronnie Heinman is watching in Portrush. Gillian Johnson, Andy Slevin from Stevenson, Adrian McElvenna, Jackie Mullen, Christine Murphy, John Simpson, Guy Jonathan Black, William Fenton is watching as well, as is Billy King, Lynn Fitchie, Mark Anderson, and we'll get through a few more in a minute or two. You're all here for music, so let's get started. James is always very good. I've noticed on his picks in the past, he is always very, very good at choosing bands that you probably don't always see as often, particularly around this part of the country here in Northampton, Londonderry. I love seeing some of his picks because they're picks, they're those ones where I sort of go, oh, they're really good. I forgot about them. We should have them more often. But we can only get 20 odd, 23, 24, 25 on to each show. So we do our best. And it's always nice to have a different list from a different point of view, the way James does it. So he's starting off this evening with a great band. This is South Fermanagh Loyalist Flip Band. I haven't noted down where the video's from. Very, very bad of me. But this is... Thank you, Roy. Because I haven't
Derry,
got...
Derry Lorne, Born Defenders Parade in 2019. My mic wasn't on when I said it.
Oh, right, okay. So this is South Fermanagh Loyalists, as chosen by James. great there from South Fermanagh loyalists, and I have to get back actually to putting up the old pictures because I still have a load to put up, and I just haven't had a chance as yet to update the queue with them all. So I'll definitely get those done. But whenever we were putting those up at that time, just before Christmas, there's a whole history of the naming of South Fermanagh loyalists and how they got to where they are. So look back in some of the old posts. I can't remember off the top of my head.
All right, I'm going to say to you,
Yeah.
Could you pass a wee message onto your football team that the government? I know the government said they want to keep the rate down to below 1, but I don't know if that was Liverpool's goal rate for 2021.
Oh, smarty pants. Let me inform you that even though Liverpool haven't scored in the last 5, 6, 7 games, right? They still are the highest scorers in the Premier League. What does that tell you?
Not a lot of Man United, 6 points ahead of you.
That shows you how bad we actually are at the minute. I do not know what is going on. They're just, listen, we were spoiled. They were so good last year that we took it for granted.
What, the COVID league that was handed to you is because
rubbish.
Oh, come on.
So let me say this now. If they decide, right, like the Premier League is null and void, like now, and you're top of the league and you've won it, is that going to be handed to you? Is that going to be COVID?
I wouldn't want it now. I wouldn't want it now if it was called null and I wouldn't want it. At least we can win it back to back. You're going to join the ranks of like Leicester and.
Why is the league finished? Is the league finished already?
Yeah, you might get relegated.
January. Didn't know it finished in. There you go. Now I always thought it was later in the year. Oh my goodness. This is James's second pick. This is Newton Stewart Red Hand Defenders. Do you hear that, man? Oh my goodness. Trevor Harbins is up the Crumlin Old Boys. Elizabeth Graham is watching from Kilkeel. Tad Adamson is in Banbridge. Jason is in Castledurg. Joy says hello to everyone. Teal is watching in Canterbury. Lorraine is in Glasgow. Carl Porter is watching. Graham Kenny is watching from Lisburn. Graham Kenny is, of course, the most famous father of that. Nobody knows him very well. Caesar, the other Kenny. Eddie and Stephen reckon that they have paid for the new offices. Or the new offices. New office. Blood, sweat and tears is what played for this office, let me tell you. It took long enough. Tommy Lloyd is watching from Loyalist Liverpool. He's looking forward to a great night following last week's brilliant show with the Muscahounds. I have to say, everybody seemed to enjoy it. It's chaos, absolute chaos. They were quieter than I was expecting, I have to say. What do you think, Roy?
Well, considering there was only normally 2/3 of them on at a time because they were busy pressing buttons.
I can't say nothing. I have done it before myself.
Like sheep and they were like rabbits and headlights as well when they first come on. They were like.
That's not true. They did a great job.
They aged into it, and it was really, really enjoyable.
That was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. And their tune picking was fantastic. Believe it or not, that was actually the show that we played the least Blood and Thunder on of all of our shows. We only played 10 Blood and Thunder bands, which I was really surprised at, considering, China. China, I don't know how you slipped up there. Don't know how you did it, but you only played 10 Blood and Thunder bands, and you played more melody and more part music and more pipe, actually, than we did in other nights.
That's
not
okay.
more.
I'll readdress the balance on next Friday night.
Ina Clark is watching in Ayr. Hi, Ina. Karen Robinson's in Liverpool. Laura Martin in Belfast. Sammy Miller is watching. John Dowling in Lisburn. Jonathan Courtney in Scotland. Kenny McClintock in Londonderry. Hans Johnson says happy birthday to the main man at MBV from the old man. Great to be part of the team. Well done to you both. And James's second pick is Newton Stewart Red Hand Defenders. This is them playing at the Burning of Lundy Parade in 2019. Oh, to be back to things like this. super there on a very, very cold day. I was there. There's a good chance I maybe wasn't actually watching the parade at that point. No, maybe was. Don't know. Genuinely don't know. Janine Haddon-Aiken is watching, as is Keith Allenson. Robert Scott. Ronnie Hyman says hello to Kenny McClintock, who's watching. Davy Logan. Guy McCulloch says, can you play a tune for Eddie Linus as his wee team were beat by Burnley? Guy McCulloch. You can go off folk very quick. Comments like that there. Lindsay Alice says, happy birthday, Wade Hepburn from Doneymana. You was to play Doneymana Old Boys this week. What I did say was I would play Doneymana Old Boys the next night that I got picking. Unfortunately, James is picking tonight. Neil is tomorrow night. Next Friday night is Roy. Next Saturday night is Lisa. And then the following Saturday nights are Viewer's Choice. Or the following weekend is Viewer's Choice. So if keep an eye off our post asking for your requests for the Viewer Choice there first week in February, and we can definitely get them added in. But I'll not be picking my list until after that. So, but I definitely would have added them if you haven't got them in before that. Philip Mackay really enjoyed that clip. Norris and Louis and Mean are in watching. Sorry, they're a bit late, they say. John Bart says, try a good wee band for Armadale that play in Lurgan every year. Caroline Johnson is watching in Greenock in Scotland. Stephen McKelvey is watching. David Stevens says, happy birthday, John China Rub Prods. Is it really his birthday? Is it genuinely his birthday? Jean Kerr says, good picking, James. A Fermanagh band on first tonight. William Torrance is watching, as is Reggie and Tilly. Tilly is, of course, the dog. Tilly's the pup, and she is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
Breaking news: Mr. John China is watching, but he can't post.
Is he in a Facebook ban?
He must be in Facebook jail.
What have you done now, you idiot? What have you done now? Oh my goodness, madman. Let me see. Joel Jackson from Ballykelly is watching, as is Simon Conlon. Stephen Feely. John Bart says, nay bands here. John, what are you on about? Jennifer McAllister is watching in Craig and Knee. A lot of support there for my Liverpool comments, so you can just sit there and keep quiet. You. Jeanette Bloomer is watching from snowy Innisfil, Ontario, Canada. She says she always enjoys the show. Thank you so much, Jeanette, for commenting, and lovely to see you on. Glad you enjoy the show and glad you join us every week. We love, he says it is his birthday. I don't know. I can't believe you, China. Unless I get it verified from an independent source, I cannot believe you. Lindsay Allen says, less chatting, more bands. Lindsay, if I didn't chat and read out the messages, then I would feel terrible that you guys have posted all these messages and I wasn't reading them out. But I will take your point on and give you another band. This is... James was a couple of bands short for this evening, so I threw in a couple of choices, both melody. This one is Derry Lorne Boyne Defenders at their own parade in 2019. I really like this wee melody band. Great there from Derry Lorne. Again, one of those bands that when I see them on here, I go, oh, they're really good. Why have we not them on more often? We need to have a show every night of the week, Roy, is what we need to get all these bands on. I think most of the idiots that are watching will probably watch it every night of the week as well, which is great. I have to say it.
Would.
Alan Miller-Kelso is watching in Ballymoney. David Graham's watching. Stuart Coburn. Jason Gibson says Man United's at the top of the league for a week since 2017, and the Idiots think they've won the league. Quite right. There's only one thing I can say, and then we're not going to talk football anymore, Roy, okay? I might even allow you a comeback, but not that there is one. Your form is temporary. Our class is permanent. What more can you say? What more can you say?
One Premier League title. One.
Roy, your mic is very low. Jonathan is saying, Jonathan, it's not low, half low enough.
That was about 20 minutes ago. That was said.
That's how far back I am in these messages. Brian Goody says, all part of the show, Roy. They were brilliant. That's obviously talking about the three Muska Hounds. John McLaughlin is listening in Chesterfield to his favourite programme. Glad to have you. Listen, if you've never commented before, give us a wee hello. Lovely to see you in if you've never commented. Tommy Lloyd wants to know, can we put the ball away? Yes, no more football chat. Not when Liverpool's not top. Ashley Jarrett says, keep her lit. Ashley, keep you watching. You'll be able to see a couple of good accordion bands on later on. Not Denoy, unfortunately. Jerry is watching. He's Leeds loyal. Mark Anderson says, what about playing some Glory Man United? Mark, really? Alison Thompson is watching in Drumahoe. Miles Chambers is China's in a ban. What did he do this time? Who did he offend? Ross Brown is watching in Larkhall in Scotland. Edward Fellow said he had cards up in the shop today. Not sure what that means. Spike is watching in Birmingham. Ian Purdy is enjoying it in Dromore, County Down. Davy Johnson is in sunny Enniskillen. And Stevie Charles is in sunny Dungannon. Philip Shilladay is watching in Dungannon as well, as Elaine McFarland is in Killyman. Brian Goody said it's definitely his birthday today. Even though it's on Facebook, doesn't mean to say it's true. So next up, James's clip. So I posted a wee comment there, hoping everyone was enjoying the clip so far, and I'm sure they will for the rest of the evening. James, this is another great one of yours. This is Inch Flip Band. Again, another band that we don't see very often down this part of the world at all. This is them playing at the Black Saturday Parade in Rathfriland in 2014. Jeff Burtney saying credit to the wee band staying in the go with limited recruitment opportunities. Hans Johnson says Inch is another great band for small numbers. I'm trying to figure out Brian Goody's comment. You would say that, Valerie. Got it sussed now. I've lost the plot on that one. Just completely lost the plot. Adrian McVenna is wondering, is anyone else's band videos buffering? Elaine says hers a little bit. Everything looks okay here from me. Roy, get that table off the screen. I can see it. Davy Logan thought Derry Lorne are a great playing band. I'm just getting through some of these comments now. Teal Sinclair was enjoying it. Tad Adamson's videos are okay on the phone. Tommy Lloyd thought Derry Lorne was very smart, great players. Gavin Hazlitt said they're a very underrated band. Gordon Corbett is watching from Thornton near Crosby. Now that I am in the new office, I'm hoping to get started. I've got a lot of the DVDs ripped, Gordon, but I'm hoping to start on the VHS ones as well. Once I get it set up somewhere, it'll be fun getting those all in. Aaron says it's not the same without China. It's peaceful, serene. Though you do miss him, I have to say, you do miss him. I'll bugger. Carl Roberts is watching in Liverpool. Marla McAllister in East Belfast. Roy Chambers is watching Alison McKellar in Liverpool. Derry Lorne has great drumming, a style of their own, says Denise. Yeah, I really, really do them. John Simon is watching in Melbourne. It is morning for him over there in Melbourne. Hiya, John. Lovely to have you on. Honestly, definitely give us a wee comment there if you haven't commented before. Like, let's face it, you can't make any more of an idiot of yourself than I already do, and everybody else makes of me. Like, so, you can't say anything wrong on here. So James's next pick is a wee accordion band. Glad to see it. And again, I love the way he picks accordion bands that wouldn't normally, as I say, be seen around this area. The next one is Drumbanachar Accordion Band. This is them playing at Drumderg's Parade in 2018. Great there. Someone was asking where Drumbanachar is from. I genuinely don't know, so hopefully someone can tell me as well where they're from. I'm taking it they're from down Armagh direction, because they're definitely not one that we've seen up around here very often. What? Get those off the screen, you idiot. Nobody wants to see that rubbish. Oh dear.
Facts don't lie. Facts don't lie.
I don't care. You're not going to stop me or anybody else supporting Liverpool. Like, it's just jealousy on your behalf. That's all it is. Sam Hammond.
Whoa. Pause. Stop. Rewind. What has Manchester United got to be jealous of?
A superb team
Nothing.
with flair, wonderful supporters, fantastic history. What more can you ask for? Now, let's move on. Joggy Hamilton says, hello, I've never commented before. You have, Joggy, because I have seen your name in the comments.
Oh,
remember, I see all the comments.
I've got another message for you.
Yes.
It just says, Roy, tell her no Easter eggs for her. I'll let you guess who that's from.
I said we missed you, China. I did. I said we missed you. So, you know, does that get me an Easter egg back? Sandra McPherson is watching from Shots. Apologies if I don't get your message. There's like 202 still to be read through, and I do try and get them, all of them, and that's why I talk so much in between the chins. Sam Hamilton is watching Loyal Lisburn. Will Mullen is in. Will, I hope your chat on your Pfeiffer's Cave went okay on Thursday night. I didn't get to join it because I had work ones to do, but I'm hoping to get watching it afterwards. Hopefully you have it recorded and online. For anyone who is interested in hearing from other people in the band scene, particularly the park music flute bands and the military bands, keep an eye on the Pfeiffer's Cave Facebook page, because every so often Will does wee chats there, and I'm sure they're very interesting. Well, the ones that I've seen are very, very interesting anyway. You know, join in and give them a wee bit of support there. Get Will's numbers nice and high for his live chats. Let me see. Carl Porter, thank you. Knew it but couldn't name it. What, Black Beauty? Oh yes, that was Inch Flip Bands playing Black Beauty. Hi everyone, says Billy McDonald. What are you doing here? I can see all this movement in the corner of my eye. Jennifer Ferris is watching. Gordon Winter says he's watching from Pride of the Birches, and say hello to all the members watching. George Jaffrey is watching. William Connor is looking a little Ballykeel. I think that is. Cara Porter says she's loving James's choices, and I know you will, and I know that a lot of people will enjoy this next one of his. It is East Bank Protestant Boys playing at the Apprentice Boys Parade in 2019. So a few people asked him for different bands. Robert Dundee was asking for Kells Water. Someone else was asking for Heart Hill Loyalists and so on. Tonight's tunes have all been chosen by James Johnson from Marching Band Videos. If you keep a wee eye, the first weekend in every month, what we're going to do is we're going to dedicate it to a viewer's choice weekend. And that is when you get to put your comments in and choose your clips. Now, remember, we'll only have 2 nights. So we'll probably have too many clips, so we'll do them on a first come, first serve basis. So make sure you comment as quickly as you see that post going up. A lot of people tell me that Drumbanachar are from the Tandrogee area. Carl says Drumbanachar is just outside Newry near Jarrett's Pass. So I don't know whether that's the same part of the world or not. Geography was never my strong point. Guy Walters is watching from Liverpool. Jim Kerr wanted to know, was Drumbanachar playing while the circle being broken? I don't think it was, Jane. I'm not 100% certain. I can't remember that far back, but I don't think it was. Guy Walters, as I said, was watching from Liverpool. Dougie Wood said, your background, Valerie, is better than the hideous wallpaper last week. And that's from a decorator. I'm trying to think. My wallpaper last week was the same as always. Are you meaning one of the 3 Muskehounds? Are you getting one of the 3 Muskehounds, Dougie? You're going to have to clarify that one. Trevor Monaghan's watching, as is Sheila Gallagher. Gordon White says, good to be band. They were off the while Ronnie Grattan used to teach them. I'm assuming you're talking about Drumbanachar there. Eddie Johnny says, nobody cares about Man U or Liverpool. Get the Albert on. I take it that's Albert accordion. Yes. Armadale Flip Band was John Barrett's choice. Ron Lewis is watching from Skemmersdale. Jimmy Graham in Port of Vogue. Brian Goody's laughing the fact you're biting like mad tonight. Johnny McClement says Super East Bank. Karina has put a wee birthday request in. If you've any more birthdays for tonight, make sure and put the wee comment in the things and I'll get them wrote down because we will be doing our birthdays later on. And of course, we have, as always, on the Friday evening, we have Lisa's quiz. Tonight's quizzes are bands with, so last week we did it Protestant Boys. This week she is doing it Pride of. So if your band is named Pride of anything, then you may very well be in the quiz the evening. So keep listening on for the quiz. We'll probably do it about 9ish, Roy. Is that okay? Adam Livingston says, China isn't here, so someone has to say it. We dolls. He'd be proud of you, Adam. He would be proud of you. Kenny Dummigan is watching from Larne. Miles Chambers says that China's not going to request played for all the wee dolls. China's an old charmer, use lot.
And Valerie, what's Larne home of?
Dummigan's accordion.
You didn't say that. You always say that. You didn't say that tonight.
All right, sorry. Home of Dummigan's accordion. Just trying to get through more text messages. Jacqueline Bennett is watching. Joseph Hargis has watched you for months. You're doing a good job. Thank you, Jonathan. Or Joseph, at times I'm not too sure what exactly is going on. China must be eating his birthday cake tonight with some size to hold all those candles. That was Eddie said it, not me, I promise. Billy McHugh is watching a Costa Blanca. Billy, you are really starting to annoy me. You're sitting over there in the sun, and every week without fail, you tell us about it. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. But we appreciate your comments anyway. The next band chosen by James is a silver band, which is great. And I love this silver band. This is Churchill Silver Band playing in Rostoila in 2019. Love that wee march, but I cannot remember the name of it. Somebody help me out. What is the name of that one? I love it. Absolutely love it. Not Slateburn. Sure it's not. No, it's not. I don't think it is. My Slateburn in my head. Anyway, doesn't matter. Tom Burkett is watching from the Whirl again. Alan Finlay has finally made it, better late than never. Oh, you just missed the accordions, Alan. Oh, don't worry. You said your youngest son was playing accordions all of last weekend. I hope he's been at it all this week as well. Dougie is confirming that, yes, it was the wallpaper of the three hounds that he was talking about. I can't remember now what they were like, so I'm going to have to... It was Sladeburn, I was right. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you for confirming it. The wallpaper, I'm going to have to go back and look at last week's video to see what wallpaper the three guys had, because I can't remember, to be quite honest. John Simpson's looking for a little bit of Glentermott Valley flute. Keep an eye out for the Viewer's Choice weekend, John, and we'll definitely try and get that on. John Bell wants to say, John Bell says, give us another rattle of Donaghadee flutes and drums, you girlie. I could just hear that in my head. Jeff Burton earlier on had given credit to Inch for working hard at the recruitment. Trevor Lennon says that they do have a young lad working hard at recruiting and teaching easy out in the country. This time of year is normally when all the practicing would be done to get us all out in the road. And I have to say, I've been really impressed with some of the moves some of the bands are making. And bands really should take advantage of this time when people are bored and they're stuck in the house and they've nothing better to do. Practice. Ron Stitt from Gertrude Starr has been doing a wonderful thing with his learners, just one-to-one Zoom calls. You don't need to have a paid account. You just need, or Google Hangouts does the same thing, or Google Meet does the same thing. You can do one-to-ones with your learners. Create yourself a wee tutorial video for your tune. Just, have the tutor of the band play the tune through. You can put it on YouTube. You can set it to private settings so that only people who have the URL can see it, and therefore only your band members can see it. There's lots of ways that you can get your band still practicing and rehearsing during this time. To be honest, group Zoom calls don't really work because everybody has different speeds, but you can still keep people learning and keep things moving along even when we're doing nothing. And to be honest, I'm sure a lot of people will be glad for something to do, particularly something to do with flute, etc. So that's why, like the band, you get out of it what you put into it. And I know that there's lots of people work very, very hard for their band. And you can see, you just look at the work Ron's doing with Gertrude, and it makes it into success on the road as well. So definitely. And if you need any suggestions or any help or anything like that there, get in touch from that's from a technical point of view. I can't play a note on a flute, so don't ask that. But from a technical point of view, if there's any way that we can help, give us a shout and we will certainly help all we can in getting you to get your learners and getting new tunes out there, even when we're not on the roads, because let's face it, we're probably not going to be on the roads very much this year either. Brian McNeil is watching in Bangor. James Kerr says he wants to hear the Regents accordion band. Trevor Monaghan says they play Guess the Band at work at lunchtime using MBV recordings. Great idea. Absolutely great idea. Jockey Hamilton says, right, Val, You'll Never Walk Alone on. Do you want Roy to have a heart attack? But what I can do is I can get James's next choice on, which is Macara Sons of William. This is them playing in 2020 at their own parade, their COVID-restricted parade. To be honest, that's probably what we're going to see this year, just the band having their own parade or marking their own event. And that's fine. We can cope with that, okay? To keep us moving, and it'll keep us active in 2020 because we don't want to risk people's lives. So this is Macara Sons of William in 2020. My most favourite tune. And that's sarcasm. Me well enough, that was sarcasm. Gary Bryan says Fermanagh has the best selection of silver and brass bands, church and sound, as well as normal. Yes, they have some brilliant brass bands. And Neil Glass always makes a point of it there because they also do great tea in the wee tents, tea and wee buns. Eddie Tony's looking forward to China singing happy birthday to himself tonight. Stephen McKinney says hi from McNine. Barnum McAllister is watching. Bart Rennick in Maguire's Bridge. Colin Lang, I don't know. I'll have to check. Northwest Regional College. I'll have to check to see whether you're true or not, Colin. Billy McHugh, Brian Emerson's loving the office. Thank you very much. I am so pleased with it. Still some more stuff to do, but we are getting there. Diane Steele is late this evening. Another set of lines for you, Diane. Caroline Stirrups watching. Billy McHugh wants anything from the Shanklewood Defenders. Eddie says that he had wallpaper behind him last week. He's a few spare rolls if anyone's looking some. I'm going to have to go on and look to see what your wallpaper actually was, China or Eddie. Hi, Valerie. If someone sends you a video for bands, how do they do this? I was speaking to a friend who might have some old video of her pipe band she played in Ballycombe pipe band. Well, the best thing is to actually, if you can, upload them to YouTube, because then that means everybody gets to see them and they're kind of there for posterity. And then just send us the YouTube link is probably the easiest way. Or if you have them up on Facebook, that works as well. It's the easiest way for you to kind of send those one. Alan Finley says, yes, he's changed bands and converting the tune notes from each band and practicing the tunes with the slight changes from each band, doing my head in. Glad to hear that accordion's doing your head in, Alan. Absolutely, or Alan, absolutely brilliant. One for the IT cloud. Could Microsoft Teams be used for online practice, or is it still slow connection speeds? It's basically, David, it's dependent on each people's internet connection. So, for instance, I upgraded mine recently and I'm getting over 900, nearly 1,000 meg connections. Whereas a friend of mine lives outside Ballymoney and she is getting, I think it's like 0.04 of a connection. You know, so those are the differences. That's what causes the problem, not the mechanism that you use to connect. So what you tend to find is when people are all over the place, everybody has different times and everybody's talking over one another or trying to play over one another and you're not listening. It becomes a whole nightmare. So you're better actually doing just one-to-one sessions, particularly for learners, and then you can give them the time and attention. It does require dedication on behalf of the teachers, but we know that they have that anyway because they're doing that year round anyway, and at least now they can do it for the comfort of their own home and when time to suits. David Sheridan says, great chin stash. Lisa says, yes, the collar red. What was it you called it, Roy, the cardigan? Margaret Glover's watching. Naomi Boand. Naomi, I don't know what that means. Boys, 12th July 2021 Coleraine. I'm not sure what that means. Sorry, Roy, I didn't see that you'd answered David already there. So Craig Curry is watching. Wendy McGuinness says it really makes you miss the bands. It does, but that's what we're kind of here for. We're kind of trying to take the edge off it a little bit. Hopefully we're working. Vicky Finley is watching in Malile, and Hans Johnson says another great band you very rarely hear is Macarat. Actually, we would hear probably Macarat more than some of the other choices on James' list this evening, Hans, purely because just geographical location. Now, the next band is one that I am really becoming a fan of. Again, they're one of these bands that I wouldn't have seen too often during normal parading time, but I really, you've edited the link there, Roy, whatever you've been doing. I have really enjoyed watching their wee clips here on the virtual band parades, and definitely a band that I'm going to look out for once the parades get back up and running. It is Ballylone Flip Band. This is them playing in Rathfriland on Black Saturday in 2014. They're very nearly as good on the road as they are on the stage. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. A band that I am really, really becoming very fond of, playing La Rêve Passe there. And thank you, Ken, because I was wondering whether that was Craig's dad in the front of the band there doing drum major, and you confirmed it, David McAllister. Him and Craig led Dunloy many, many years ago at one of the march contests down in Portrush, and Craig was very, very young, very, very skinny, and with a nice great big head of ginger hair. So that's a long time ago. Roy, I am wondering, I didn't see it, so I'm wondering what you did, because there is lots of comments about Man United. So what did you do?
You mean to say you didn't hear it? That's all right, you didn't hear it. Oh dear. While you were talking, you didn't hear it. That's all right, don't worry. You've muted yourself.
Am I going to have to play this back to find out what you did?
Yeah. I just had this. Hang on, 2 seconds. I'll get it back up again. I had this on the background.
No, so it'll take a minute or two for it to come up for me as well.
It should just. You should hear it.
Hear it. I just heard a rattle and a noise in the background, and I just ignored it because I thought you'd maybe dropped something at your end.
No.
What was going on? Rubbish. Robin Hall is watching from Cumbria. Robin, lovely to have you. Please excuse the Man United rubbish going on there for everyone else. Dave Verdon is watching from Costa Blanca, South Spain. Sunny Costa Blanca. Thanks for that, Dave. That's very kind of you to let us know. Billy and Dave there were having discussions about starting a lodge in Costa Blanca, although they're still members. I don't know, can you get a sort of like a season pass or something to play to parade differently? Lindsay Allen, you could go into the Black Book, Lindsay. You're very close to going into the Black Books. He says, Roy, I don't know whether it's a he or she actually, turn Val off because her tongue will never last to the rest of her life. That's not very nice. I can guarantee you, if I was sitting here just playing videos back to back, you guys would be wondering what was wrong and telling me to speak. Can't win. No. Football quiz. You may have turned this evening. Band quiz. So tonight, Lisa's quiz is all related to bands with pride of. So it could be Pride of Belfast, Pride of Coleraine, Pride of Ballymena. You get the idea. So I know those don't exist as bands, but I'm just giving you an example, okay? I didn't want to pick out any bands in case they actually were in the quiz. So we are going to show you 5 different clips of 5, or play you 5 different clips of 5 different bands. Music only, you're not going to see anything. And then Lisa has put up 4 bands on the screen, and it is one of those bands, okay? And you have to choose which band. Put your answer in the comment, clip number 1, band A, and so on, okay? So let's have our first...
Hang on, it's logged me at Facebook.
Hang on. Right, I'll read it a few more messages while we're getting it. Penny Johnson says, haven't heard Rêve Passe for many a year. Brilliant marching accordion, actually, as well. Billy McDonald says, nice to see a few young people in Ballylone. Well, that was a 2014 video, Billy, so they might be up a wee bit now. Great playing bands with Stephen McKinney. Diane's arguing about the colour of Eddie's wallpaper. Do you see what she has started now? My goodness. David and his son used to lead the Birches at Portrush contest. Yes, I can remember them doing that too as well. Ballylone, brilliant. Play a flamenca. I'm not sure what that's about, Billy.
Ready when you are.
Right, so you're ready now. Right, okay, so here is our first clip in tonight's quiz. Apologies to the guys who've got 5 out of 5. I think there's 4 of you, so I need to get those CDs sent out. I'll try and get those done this week. So let us have a listen to our first clip tonight. So that was clip number 1. You had the choices of Pride of Lagan Valley, Pride of the Shore, Pride of the Orange and Blue, or Pride of Green Island. So just put 1 and then A, B, C, and D, depending who you think it is. So let's have a listen to clip number 2. So clip number 2, and you had the choice of Pride of Knockmore, Pride of the Derg, Pride of the Village Vera, and Pride of the Park. So which one did you think it is? So put number 2, 2, and then A, B, C, or D. Let's have a listen to band number 3, please. So that was band number 3, and you had the choice of Pride of Whitehill, Pride of the Hill Carnmoney, Pride of Orange Ballinarrig, or Pride of Ballybeen. So just put 3, and then which band you believe it would be, A, B, C, or D. So let's have a listen to clip number 4, please, Roy. So clip number 4, you could have band A, Pride of the Ban, B, Ballymacash, C, Ardoyne, or D, Pride of Green Island. Oh, quite a few differences of opinion there on that one. So let's go to the final clip, which is band number 5. So you had 4 choices: Pride of the Hill Carnmoney, Pride of Lagan Valley, Pride of the Hill Rathfriland, or Pride of William Dunnamana. So that was clip number 5, and it was A, B, C, or D. So rather than playing through the clips again tonight, what I'll do is I will let you know the answers, and then you can tell me how many out of 5 that you got. So let me get up Lisa's answers. So Band clip number 1. If you said band B, Pride of the Shore, then you were right. Well done. Clip number 2 was Knockmore, and that was Pride of Knockmore, and that was band A. Clip number 3 was Pride of Ballybean, and that was D. And then clip 4 was Pride of the Ban, which was band A. And then clip number 5 was Pride of the Hill Rathfriland, who I think was C. Yes, they were C. So there is your answers. Pride of the Shore, Pride of Knockmore, Pride of Ballybean, Pride of the Ban, and Pride of the Hill Rathfriland. Put a wee comment in the post how many out of 5 you got. Looking forward to seeing this one. It just goes to show the quality of the bands that we have and how high a standard they all are whenever we are trying to figure out who's who. So the next clip up is a little bit of, again, another band I don't see very often. This is Derry Lee Flute Band playing in 2012 at Kilcloney's Parade. Again, it's a band I don't think I've ever actually seen them on the road before, to be quite honest, Derry Lee there, but playing well nonetheless. If they could just get that guy to walk in step, they'd be flying. Let's see how yous all got on. Back up. Jennifer got 0 out of 5. Well done, Jennifer. I think I would actually been getting the same. No, I think I would have got Pride of the Band. I'm not 100% sure. I think I would have got them. Tad got 1 again. Brian Jones got 3. Morris Work 2. Adrian Lavena got 4. Mark Anderson got 5. Well done, Mark. I'll take a wee check back through in the comments. And if you did definitely genuinely get 5, send me your address and I'll get your CD out along with the rest. Trevor Monaghan got 3 out of 5. Penny Johnson got 0. Penny, you usually give me the answers before you even played. What happened to you the night? Edward Fellows got 2 out of 5. Denise wants to know what number 1 was. Number 1 was Pride of the Shore, band B. Jackie got 2 out of 5. William Callan got 1. David Logan got 1. He got Pride of the Band. David Sheridan says he's got his best yet, 2 out of 5. Eddie Torney got 0 out of 5. He wants to know, does he get Pibby Prize? Alan Finley got 2 more than last week, so he got 2. I don't know how Peter Owens managed it. He managed to get 6 out of 5. Well done, Peter, there, but no CD, I'm afraid, for that one. Billy McDonald started off really well, and then the last 2 let him down a little bit, so he got 3. Ray got 4. Joan Sullivan, 3 out of 5. Alex got 2 out of 5 for him. He says he's just as bad as Celtic. John Hewitt, 3 out of 5. Well done. Rebecca Gardner as well got 3 out of 5. Jackie Robinson, 3 out of 5. Brian Goody, 2 out of 5. Irvine McCabe got 2. Lindsay Allen got 5 out of 5. Lindsay, I'm not sure whether to believe you or not. We'll check back in the answers, and if it is a genuine 5 out of 5, send me your address and we will give you. Lisa, can you check the answers and make sure that everyone that's saying they got 5 out of 5 actually did get 5 out of 5? I don't trust you guys. It's spending too long in the company of people like Roy that makes me very dubious about people. No response.
No response required, because if I start a response, you see, the thing about it is, she doesn't trust you guys. She treats most of you like leftovers. What more can I say? Her favourites get all the, and then the rest of us all get treated like leftovers. Isn't that right, folks? And now she doesn't trust you. What more can I say? I don't have to say anymore. You say it all for me.
That's terrible. You are a terrible, terrible, terrible man. What Roy's referring to is that when we did our Viewers Weekend, Viewers Choice Weekend at the beginning of January, we didn't have enough time to get all of the clips in. So I put a third Friday night in, or like a third night in the following Friday night with the ones that were left over from the previous weekend that I couldn't get included, and I chose them on a first come first served basis. And that's what he's getting at. They weren't left over, they weren't the scraps, it was just the ones that I couldn't fit in the previous week. You are such a stir. You really are
All you need to do is rewind that show, and you actually call them leftovers. Not me. Your words.
No,
leftovers.
Left over in that we couldn't cover them all the previous week. The surplus. Oh, terrible. Online domestic. Indeed, there is not. We never fall out. never fall out. Never. In James's list, he's choking there on the lies we're telling. Next up on the list is Lisbon Accordion. They are playing at the Defenders of the Rock Parade in Lisbon 2014. Maybe have to take a wee look at that video there, James. The wee advert seems very.
It played perfectly earlier, so I don't know. It must be XSplit that's messing with it. I'll have a look at that, and we will get it again at some stage.
Okay, getting on with a few more of the clips because time is marching on. I never know where the time goes in these programmes. Next up on James's list and his choices is Ballyclare Protestant Boys. This is them playing at probably one of the only parades that was held in 2020, Cloughfern. This is them playing for and included in James's list. I lost my train of thought there. And there's not even alcohol involved tonight. Ballyclare Protestant Boys. A short clip there for Ballyclare Protestant Boys. Great wee band, Ballyclare, similar player style to our own, says Davy Logan. That's obviously Tanaki. Any pride of the main some night on the show. Aaron Chambers wants to bring on the Gertrude. Keep an eye for the Viewers Weekend, Viewers Choice Weekend. Valerie, are you having a dry January? Not intentionally, Ronnie, but I think that's how it's worked out. It hasn't been intentional. It just seems to be how it's working out. So let's move on quickly to our next tune. This is Ulster Protestant Boys from here in Coleraine, of course, a band that I can manage to see quite a bit. And this is them at the Brian Robinson Parade in 2019. Now, We normally are sitting at our pipe band, which is usually halfway through the show around 9 o'clock. So we're running a wee bit late tonight. But this is Altnafai Pipe Band playing at Tandragie's band tattoo in 2019. And I didn't realize Tandragie actually had a band tattoo until I started doing these virtual band parades. So it's definitely something that's on my bucket list to get down and see some year. So this is Altnafai Memorial Pipe Band. Always great to hear the skirtle of the pipes on the show. We always try and make sure and have at least one pipe band in it. Maybe a wee Harrington faster. I love the speed of the military pipe bands, but still great performance there from Altnafai. Now, Armagh Loyalist Fusiliers. This is James's next pick here, and this is them parading at Kilclinny Volunteers in 2009. Way back. My goodness. That's how many years ago? 11? 12? I don't know. I'll figure it out while the clip's playing. Okay. 2009, I figured I used my fingers and thumbs. 12 years ago. It doesn't seem like 12 years ago. 2009 was only a couple of years ago. Doesn't feel that far away.
Try 11.
Hmm?
Try 11.
9. 2019, 20, 21.
9 plus 2. 9 plus 2 is 11 plus 10 is 21.
What are you on about? 2019, 2009 to 10 years is 2019 plus 2020, 2021. 12 years.
Winding you up.
I'm about to get a calculator out there, Hallion. Takes me back to the years of the really, really fast. You remember, like in the late 80s, early 90s, the bands were like, like the Fusiliers and all those guys were flying, absolutely flying. I love watching those on the summer nights where we do the oldies, because they are amazingly fast. You wonder how they played and marched at that speed. Walter Lyon says he hopes I never work the tills. Somebody else earlier on said that he's glad that I wasn't accountant. Yeah, Robert says he hopes I'm not an accountant. Don't deal with money. Don't deal with money. Now, I think I saw someone asked him. No, it's the next accordion band. But here's another wee accordion band up in James's list. This is Mullabrag Accordion playing at Sinnott's True Blues Parade in 2018. Good, strong playing accordion band there. No passengers, that's for sure. All playing very well, and only 8 accordions there. And well, now someone was wanting to know what the name of the first hymn was. Joshua says the name of the second hymn was To the River, but he wasn't too sure of the first hymn. Davy Logan loving the tunic colour, and Jimmy Graham loving the advertisements of Comiskey Electronics. Now, our next band on James's list is Robert Graham Memorial, playing at Ballygowan on Black Saturday in 2019. that tune Robert Graham are playing, I don't think it's Star of the County Down, or at least it's not Star of the County Down I know, but for some reason Flip bands rename tunes. So that I don't recognise them any longer. I recognise the tune, but can't get the right name for them. Yeah, that's a band. Robert Graham is a band who have really, really improved over the past few years, really come on in leaps and bounds, and great to see. Fair play to them, and keep it up, guys. Definitely playing well. Now, the next band that James has on his list, we had on last weekend, I believe. It was one of the clips chosen by the three Muskehounds, and they chose The Gambler, but tonight James has chose Ulster First Flute Band playing Will You Stand. I love this wee song. Craig, my apologies. I didn't see your message about the name of the tune until they were in the second part of it. So apologies if the first part was Star of the County Down. I wasn't really listening. Eddie says they had RGM on last week as well. UFF Flute there as well, playing a really, really big band. I can remember seeing them Coleraine quite a few years ago, and they were small in numbers. Maybe it was just because it was the traveling and people getting off work and all that kind of stuff, but really big in numbers there on that clip. Always good to see bands big in numbers. So we're going to have next another silver band. Aaron wants to know, did I forget to bring the dogs in? They must be happy lying in front of the fire. And to be honest, when they do come in here, the mess is unbelievable because our front garden is like a rice paddy field at the minute we muck, water lying, and this place just gets claried. You ought to see the mess on the sofa. Though it is their sofa. No. Oh, right, okay. You can't get the clip loaded, did you say? Oh, Roy's having a few technical difficulties in the band. Rebecca says, never forget Ballygowan, a lovely storm greeted us, came back to the bus soaked. Son of us stood in the chips. So that's obviously the Ballygowan Black Saturday. Linda Neely wants to know, when is the tattoo in Tandragee? Not too sure, to be quite honest, Linda. But it's definitely one that I'm going to have to look out for when we get back to normal. Oh, we got it now. All good now. Billy McDonald says all the wee drum majors is just a way for their mummies to get rid of them for the day. That's not right, Billy. I know a load of wee guys who just cannot wait to get out with their band. Freeman especially they have another 4 ranks of fluters in the front of their band. It's brilliant. Absolutely seeing all the youngs in the band. So this is Symington Memorial Silver, and they are playing at Banbridge Black Saturday in 2013. This is a great clip as well. where dance finished, yeah? No? So that, yeah. I forgot we were going to play the ads, so started talking there. I have to say, guys, some of the ads that you are all putting together are fantastic. Keep them coming in. If you've got any kind of business, it doesn't have to be related to merchant band supplies, any type of business at all, and you watch the channel here and you want a wee bit of a push, just send us over a video and we're more than happy to get on. And some of the technical stuff that the guys are putting together is brilliant. And if you want a video and you can't put it together yourself, contact Roy. Roy's very, very good at putting those all together as well. So apologies, I started talking, I forgot Roy was going to play that next. So could somebody tell me where Symington Memorial Silver Band is from? Because I think I recognized one of the members of the Royal Black Preceptory walking in the front of that, but I'm not 100% certain. So I could have been right, could have been wrong. So we're going to play a couple more bands and then we're going to do the birthdays. So if you have anybody with birthdays, get them in. I have a few on my list already, but let us know about your birthdays and we'll get them played after the next couple of clips.
That wasn't the birthday list, that was the naughty list. That's the naughty list book.
Oh, was that? I know, but I keep the birthday list, the naughty list book in the same book, so I need to be very careful I don't get the two mixed up. Someone had requested a little bit of Ochnagurgan accordion earlier on. This is them playing at Ballymacall True Blues. We're already on James's list, so that we didn't swap them. And this is them playing at Ballymacall True Blues in 2019. Excellent there. Absolutely excellent. Very enjoyable. Though I don't fancy the chances of the ones at the front trying to read the notes. So the car lights behind possibly helped a little bit. A lot of you enjoying that one as well. Definitely no passengers, as Hans is saying that they're all full. If it was flutes, you would say they're all full blowers. Edward Fellows, drums at the back, can hear accordion. Yes, absolutely. And the drum major was very, very good as well. Obviously, pipe band training going on behind that there. So we're going to play the next clip, and then we're going to do the birthdays. The next one up on James's list is Cookstown Grenadiers. This is them playing at Portrush Sons of Ulster Parade in 2018. Relatively new band to the scene there, but still playing well and very, very good standard of playing and marching as well, which is great. But I think there quite a lot of them are experienced band people in that they've been in lots of other bands as well. Not lots of other bands, but been in a band before. I can't get the sentences right tonight at all. Now, birthdays. We have a lot of birthdays tonight. So first of all, I want to say a big happy birthday to James Johnson from Marching Band Videos, who, of course, has chosen our list tonight. I don't know how we managed that, James, that we managed to get your night for choosing on your birthday, but we did it. Well done. Great choices tonight. I think I do need alcohol or something to get the speech right. And, of course, Mr. Rob the Prods himself, who apparently it is his birthday tonight as well. I'm always doubtful of anything he ever tells me, but he does say it is his birthday, so therefore we have to wish him very, very happy birthday, same as everybody else. It is quiet without you, I have to say. I don't know whether that's a good thing or bad thing, but it definitely is. Also, Tad Adamson, who his loving wife earlier on said about he was Ulster's #1 drum major for both accordions and Blood and Thunder. So happy birthday to you, Tad, as well. Aaron Chambers' birthday was on Christmas Day. Well, why didn't you let us know? We could have had you on, your birthday message before that. Also want to give a big shout out to May Taylor, whose birthday is today as well. And that comes from your daughter, Karen. Very, very happy birthday. Also to Julie Dummigan, who is the drum major of Upper Ban Fusiliers. Happy birthday to you, Julie. Wade Hepburn, who is in Pride of William Doneymana, Old Boys, or Doneymana Old Boys, is it? I'm not sure. I can't remember. I didn't write it all down. So happy birthday to you, Wade, as well. Hope you have a good day. Henry Hamilton from Blair's Accordion Band. It's also your birthday, so happy birthday to you, Henry. Hope you've had a great day. And Robert Lee wants to wish a happy birthday to his mate, Tim Foster. So happy birthday to you all. And here is the three amigos, the three Muskehounds, singing happy birthday to you all. And remember, one of these Muskehounds is absolutely his birthday as well. Happy birthday to all of you. We've lost there.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from the forum. Happy birthday to you.
We very nearly missed out on the singing there, and that would have been a shame. Happy birthday to everyone who has had their birthday today. To Tad, to China, James, May, Julie, Weed, Henry, and Tim. Happy birthday to you all. Now, let's get on with the rest
And
of the
I
clips.
just want to apologise for the system, the way it's playing up tonight. I don't know what's happening. It's delayed button responses and everything else, so I do apologise for the break and the happy birthday.
It's not your fault, Roy. Sometimes technical hitches do catch us, even though we try to do everything so we're as prepared as possible. They happen. It's live. It's live. Now, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bands still to go. So we're going to run over 10 o'clock tonight. Do stay with us. Hope you don't mind us running over a little bit. Now, the next band up, I know you're going to love this one. I absolutely adore it. It is the Foot Band Association of Northern Ireland. They put together a mass band. They've done Lord Mayor's Parade in London. They have done various parades throughout Northern Ireland as well. But during lockdown, they have done a few of their virtual videos. This is a cracking one. This is them playing Old Comrades. You'll really enjoy this. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Can't ask for better than that. And a lot of you agree in there. Absolutely brilliant. And quite a few recognizable faces in there as well. So well done to you all. Now, let's move on to something completely different. This is Upper Band Fusiliers playing at their own parade in 2018. I just love the different contrasts and the different styles that our bands cover on the road, because they're just, like the full remit, full range of professionalism, right down to the amateurs. It just is fantastic the way that they cover it. And of course, it takes all tastes as well. So we maybe play clips on here that you don't like. We maybe play clips on here that you love. But the whole point about it is that there's something for everyone. Now, the next clip is one of my favourite melody bands. This is the City of Belfast Fife and Drums playing at Proud Shores Parade in 2017. well played there. And only, what, 8 flutes? Very, very good going there. Now, moving on to James's next pick. We've only got 3 left, so stick with us. Excuse me. The next clip up are Moyghashel Sons of Ulster. Excuse me. Playing at Black Saturday in 2020. So they're all in civvies. Sons of Ulster, Moyghashel there playing in 2020. Now, James had asked me to keep the next clip to fairly near the end. He didn't give me a reason why, but we've done that, James. This is our Ardara Accordion Band playing at Gertrude Stars Parade in 2018. Roy has corrected me that the reason that is because it's actually James's band, and I believe he is on the far side, and Tad Adamson is missing because they were stuck at Balix coming home from Rossnowla. So there you go. That's why he wasn't there. But excellent there from Ardara. So we come to our last tune of the evening. This is our final one from James's picks. First of all, just want to thank James for taking the time to pick a selection of his tunes, and it's always very fair the way the videographers do it, and they choose other people's videos as well as their own. And it's nice to see a change of bands from what we usually get on the show. You know, the the East Belfast, the Ballyhalberts, and the Miller Memorials. So it's nice to get changes. Now, join us tomorrow night. Tomorrow night it is Neil Glass's time to choose the tunes, and he is going for a theme of bands who are no longer active. So I'm really looking forward to that one there. I've seen the list and there's some really good clips on it. Ken Stewart, make sure that you're watching. So we will see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Our finishing tune tonight is by Ballymuck and Purple Guards. This is playing in the COVID-restricted Apprentice Boys of Derry celebrations in Macrofelt in 2020. I will see you all, Roy and I will see you all tomorrow night. Thank you to Lisa for the quiz for this evening. As always, she's done a brilliant job. And we will see you all tomorrow night at 8 p.m. In the meantime, keep the flutes to the mouth because we're coming to the tune.
It was when England's glorious sun in 1688 was overcast with treason's cloud and popery stood elate, that up arose her Protestants, the peasant and the peer, and vowed the chain of perjure James that they would not dainty wear. They sought them out a prudent chief to guide their heart and zeal, to lead them on that victory might bless their flashing steel. And who so fit to guide that host in all its bright array as William, Prince of Orange, ere he landed at Torbay? Then up arose the mighty chief and left his native shore, and rode upon the stormy waves our freedom to restore. Upon his flag was blazoned forth high fluttering o'er the main, that our religion and our laws he ever would maintain. 'Twas then in gallant style he stood upon the vessel's prow, with victory on his flashing sword and wisdom on his brow. And tens of thousands greeted him upon his natal day, when he, our glorious Orange chief, first landed at Torbay. Come, brethren of the Orange bond, a bond ne'er to be riven, whene'er we give great William's name a bumper must be given. For if you'd fire a fou de joie to him who victory won, come prime and load and see you give charge unto your gun. The eloquence of bumpers full, there's nothing can surpass. There's naught expresses kindred soul like friendship's social glass. And thus we give our song and toast with 3 times 3 huzzah. The memory of King William and his landing at Torbay. The memory of King William and his landing